Hey, soul survivors, we're going to talk about the differences between men and women in general. If you're in a heterosexual relationship, it can kind of clash sometimes. So, emotional expression. Women tend to express emotions more openly and frequently than men, and they can be more comfortable discussing their feelings, seeking emotional support. But men, on the other hand, may be socialized to suppress their emotions or express them in more limited ways. So, the girls are coddled a little bit and the boys are told to toughen up. And then when it comes to adulthood, it causes chaos a lot of times. Women often exhibit higher levels of empathy, both in terms of recognizing others' emotions and responding with compassion. This is attributed to a combination of socialization, hormonal factors, and brain structure. Men, on the other hand, can also be empathetic, but may display it differently and may have learned to prioritize other aspects of emotional response. Women tend to use more elaborate verbal communication, focusing on building connections and expressing emotions. Men may lean towards more direct and concise communication. And I've said it before, like the narcissist, they want you to get to the point. They don't want you to express your feelings. And with the empathy is how you get the connections, and we feel a loss of connection. And also the way that the narcissist, with their lies and gaslighting, it causes brain damage. So the men emphasize information and problem solving. These differences can lead to variations in conversational dynamics and preferred communication style. Women are often experiencing higher levels of chronic stress due to various factors such as a work-life balance, caregiving responsibilities, and societal expectations. Men can exhibit more externalized stress responses, such as aggression or engaging in risk-taking behaviors, where women may be more prone to internalize stress and develop symptoms like anxiety or depression. So both men and women can experience mental health issues, but they may manifest differently. Women tend to be diagnosed with mood disorders like depression and anxiety more frequently than men. And men, on the other hand, they can become more susceptible to substance abuse and certain externalizing behaviors like anger or aggression. So it is important to note that these patterns can vary significantly among individuals. And these are just generalizations, but research suggests that there are some differences in brain function between men and women that can contribute to variations in how they approach and experience relationships. So it is important to remember that these differences exist on a broad scale and you can't apply it to every individual. But the brain structure, studies have shown that there are differences in the structure and connectivity of certain brain regions involved in emotional processing and social cognition between men and women. So as an example, the amygdala, which plays a crucial role in processing emotions, tends to be larger in women. And the narcissist, their amygdala is not there as much. So on the other hand, the hypothalamus involved in regulating stress responses may be larger in men. So there are some things that are instinctual to us because of the makeup of our brain. These structural variations can influence how emotions are processed and expressed within these relationships. And social cognition, that refers to the ability to understand and interpret social cues, emotions, intentions of other people. Women generally will exhibit higher social cognition skills, including empathy, facial emotion, recognition, and nonverbal communication. Checking the body language. These skills can contribute to their ability to navigate relationships and understand the emotional needs of others. And men, a lot of times are lacking in that. And it seems like with the narcissist, like they know what to give us. And, we had great relationship and then it just falls apart. It's those little tiny things where the narcissist has to have things their way. And to do so, they lie to manipulate. And, then we're starting to feel hurt because we did something to accommodate them, but then we feel used and we're trying to correct it and they don't want to be corrected. So the approach to problem solving is different between men and women. In general, men tend to focus on providing solutions and fixing issues directly, where women often empathize, emotional support, and creating connections. These divergent approaches can lead to variations in how people communicate and address their relationship challenges. So we're already on different planes trying to work through it. And the hormonal differences between men and women, such as testosterone and estrogen, also can impact relationship dynamics. Testosterone is found in higher levels in men. It's associated with assertiveness, dominance, risk-taking behavior, and that can affect their approach to relationships. But estrogen, which is more prominent in women, influences emotional regulation and bonding behaviors. So there are differences in the brain. It's not always deterministic of how the behaviors in a relationship are going to manifest. There's also socialization, cultural norms, personal experiences, and individual personality traits that play significant roles in shaping relationship dynamics. So we're still studying a lot on the brain. There's a lot that we don't know, but with the differences in how people communicate, and then you have the narcissist on top of it who doesn't want to take accountability, it becomes overwhelming. And you know, a lot has to do with the childhood, and when they get stressed, that's a lot of times when you see things come out. And the stress isn't always caused by you. It could be something that is totally irrelevant to you, but they target you. And they target you because they know you love them. And a lot of times we allow too much to happen, but we feel invested and loving the person, and it's not a true love when there's jealousy or anger or lying. So I hope that was helpful. Comment below on some of the differences you've seen between men and women.